Kamusta recent struggles mo? I know you've battled addiction for many years. But if I may ask, when did that really begin? Like, how does your mind work talaga regarding the relapse or that tendency to really want to drink? Or
Here's the
because I really want to fully understand what goes on in the mind of an addict. Bakit hindi talaga they can't conquer it, or self-will isn't enough, or kailangan talaga ng intervention. Because it's a vicious cycle. And of course, many struggle with it. So maybe hearing it firsthand from you, like, I know nung 90s you were already a big actor, like early days, tabing ilog, di ba? So was it the environment, or did you have it sa
Hindi,
tendencies mo, sa genes mo?
Yeah,
Upbringing,
predisposed for sure.
Plus yung temptations everywhere, or yung was that your outlet because you had to perform at a young age?
Yes. So
Ganun.
it's hard to step out of that performance-based behavior, no? Yun nga yung tinatanggal natin eh. Tinatanggal ko rather. So first is denial and the things that happened to me as a kid, may mga traumas na
What traumas, if I may ask you to specify? Like,
sexual abuse.
so that had an impact
Yeah.
that led you to act out
Act
or
out,
behave
rebel.
in certain ways.
Nagrebel ako and hindi ko matanggap na nangyari sa akin. Because I thought, na sa akin lang to nangyari. And then, through the years, nung napasok ako sa rehab, tapos
When
sineryoso
was the
ko.
first time pasok ka sa rehab, or when you got hooked? Drugs and alcohol ba? Or
Parang na basement ako, 2007. Rehab ako ng 2010, 2011. So, all in all, naka 10 na.
but exactly, you struggle with alcohol
anyway,
addiction.
Yeah, alcohol addiction. And then, nung nalaman ko, going back to my story about denial, nung nalaman ko na I'm not alone, this has happened to a lot of people, doon ako nakapag-identify na sa stories ng mga tao and na-accept ko na, okay, this is my problem. But even if na-accept ko na, naka-develop na ako ng sobrang daming character defects through the years. By numbing myself with alcohol and drugs, hardcore drugs. So, kaya ako nagka-develop ng bipolar 1 and I take medications for that. Self-induced eh. And tingin ko rin, kahit nung bata ako, parang makulit na rin talaga ako. Meron na akong parang predisposed addictive behavior. Kasi nung bata ako, pag hindi ko nakukuha yung laruan, bro, 2 days akong iiyak.
So itong drugs and alcohol, it's pleasurable. That's why you seek it. No? It's the pleasure and the high you look for.
It's a little bit
escape?
Of escape, pain, guilt, shame right after taking that first drink or while nursing a hangover. Doon pumapasok lahat ng nasty things, negative stinking thinking, and once that that's all in my head. I want to escape na naman and go through that cycle of making it disappear in my head. But it's it's kaya nga they call it insanity because I keep on repeating it, expecting different results.
Repeating something, expecting a different
Yeah.
result. That's the definition of insanity.
Yeah. So yun, I'm a work in progress, but I'm glad that now me and my wife are okay. The kids are okay with me. And grateful lang
But
talaga
that
ako.
might be temporary, yung okay. Kasi of course, roller coaster ride or hindi pa.
It's
or
too
maybe
early
there's
to-
a bigger monster you have to deal.
It's-
Sometimes it levels up. There's deeper issues,
Yeah.
but once you get past that, yung gratification after is also much higher. Like, diba, if intense yung away niyo, but once you objectively and sincerely resolve it, then you learn a lot about the other and your relationship reaches new heights.
True. That's why everything naman sa tingin ko orchestrated by God. Friendship natin, kami ni Jamie, away namin kasi of course 5 years na kami together ni Jamie, 3 years married.
Yeah.
Nung September kami nag-celebrate ng 3rd year marriage anniversary
Yeah, I
namin.
think God gives, yeah, I would agree yung orchestrating is from God, but yung how we respond to
Jamie
graces
is
given.
my longest relationship in my
That's-
entire life.
Yeah.
Pare, buong buhay ko. Never ako lumalagpas ng 3 years.
You mean
Sa relationship.
romantic relationships?
Romantic
with
relationships.
exes.
Yes, exes, girlfriend, ex-girlfriends.
Why do you think siya talaga yung the one? Or why did you pick her to marry? What
Maybe
was
God
the-
picked her for me, bro.
What was the game changer?
I
Kasi I'm
can't
sure you
say
were
that-
exposed to mga artista, mga ganun,
Yeah.
that life, syempre, mga, the showbiz world, I'm sure a lot of access.
Jamie, what I love about Jamie is she doesn't sugarcoat things. She's real with me. If I'm wrong, she'll correct me. And
She's not
that's
afraid
love.
to call you out.
Yeah,
She doesn't just pamper you or baby you.
Yeah, that's real love. Kasi kung ginagamit lang ako or parang hinahayaan niya lang niya ako to go back to my wayward parang yun nga, yung mga ugaling masasama, then ibig sabihin, she doesn't love me. And then also, we learn a lot from each other. Now I'm focusing on being patient with a lot of things. Nakita mo naman before, napaka-impatient ko. Mike, I think I like this. I want
Yeah,
that.
I found you to be quite impulsive and
Kasi I'm an
Yeah, very
addict,
impulsive.
alcoholic. Yung parang,
parang gusto mo
when I want it,
instant gratification or
I
makuha
want it
mo
now.
agad.
Parang ganun. King baby attitude.
Or do you view addiction as a disease?
It is a chronic relapsing mental disorder.
What are your views on free will and determinism? For you, is like
I cannot do it on
may
my
free
own.
will naman ka naman to like stop from drinking that next shot. But what leads you to take that next shot? Is there an impulse moment where you can say, ayoko na?
Well, of course, there are triggers that lead me to relapse or to lapse.
Because I think
But for me, that is my addict or alcoholic brain tricking me to drink again para makalusot ako or to make excuses for me to drink again. But now, at least, I'm aware. Like, for example, a lot of good things are happening in my life now. Nandyan yung Netflix film. Ang dami pang mga projects na darating.
So now with
Um,
those projects,
Ngayon na-overwhelm ako.
yeah.
So, one morning, a couple of days back, I said, love, um, I don't feel well. Is it okay if you bring me to the center? Spend lang ako ng one night doon. And bagong gising kami dito, I saw her smile, sobrang laki. Sabi niya, parang may wisdom ka na ngayon. I like it. Sige, I'll take you to the center.
So
And
that occurs that you become overwhelmed with, like, if a lot is going on, parang you
I
can't.
self-sabotage. Mike,
Yeah, you
because,
told me na,
Mike, because na-realize ko habang nasa center ako, I'm afraid of success. Because I'm afraid that I cannot handle it.
so parang you choke or ano.
So, instead of like, ito na nga, binibigay na sa akin,
Like, it's
nagpa-pave
there,
ng
but-
wave na si God, God's will niya yan, hindi ako nakikinig, parang si Jonah. Di ba? Ang gagawin ko, op.
But based on what I've seen, parang you've squandered a few opportunities. Like parang
a lot,
parang inaway mo yung castmate or something. You showed up drunk to a meeting and parang nainis yung director, something
Yeah.
along those lines, or
even,
I don't know, you got yourself fired or
not naman fired.
parang
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do an ad, but we were on a Zoom meeting. And I was drunk. And
Yeah.
yung mga bossing nandun, sobrang fresh ko. Lahat sila nakatakip kasi yung
because
mga
when you're
naka-off yung cam nila, and I'm like, guys, let's be here, transparent.
so when
Gumagano
you're
ako.
drunk, you're like mas enhanced yung ego mo or mas presko
Grabe,
ka
super ego,
or mas
pare.
yabang ka.
Mayabang talaga, pare. Sobrang yabang. Even ako nandidiri ako, pare.
But why does that happen? Like, may alter ego ka, may dalawang persona. Because when I
Siguro
talk to you, like
nakapag-create-
now, like you're mild-mannered, soft-spoken, like parang, okay ka naman, like mabait naman yung general vibe mo. Then, suddenly, di ba, there's that parang joke
You've seen
na,
me drunk, bro.
na you become this beast or
Yeah.
Baron the Beast or parang lumabas yung monster mo.
There's always
or there's this other persona when you drink.
I
na
believe in everyone there
Parang-
is
the annoying or the
a beast or
The
an
beast
animal
version.
within us. And there are times because I also realize that I'm a very insecure human being. I'm afraid of confrontation. So I bottle it up. I bottle all of my emotions, and then yung mga hindi ko masabi, I keep it. And then when I start drinking, doon na ako nagkakaroon ng lakas ng loob to fight with the people who I'm mad with. Kasi I brood. I always brood with anger instead of communicating. Pwede naman ako mag-communicate ng maayos sa tao pag na-offend ako. Diba? Pero hindi ko ginagawa eh. May solusyon naman sa lahat eh. Pero I always parang pinapahirapan ko parati sarili ko eh. Pwede namang maging smooth lahat eh. Pero
but you find yourself
I'm very
Digging-
I'm a
digging
very
a hole.
complicated human being, bro.
like nandun na pero parang igulo mo pa.
Oo.
For what? But then mas squander ito. Then
Mm-mm.
sayang lang because of insecurity, enhanced ego. Pero ano ang insecurity mo? Like you're fairly successful.
Paranoid.
At a young age, you were successful. So
And
anong
then,
root ng insecurities?
May mga times na ito yung parang nagko-confide ako kay Jamie. Sinasabi ko, Jane, gusto ko ng yard kasi lumaki ako, may yard kami. Parang,
And like wants that you want to project, like may
no, not
malaki.
project. Because we had it before.
So,
Nakatira ako sa mansion, ganyan. Nasunog. Kumbaga, marangya, hindi katulad mo, Mike. Pero napaka-komportable ng buhay namin. Yung kwarto ko nga, may sarili akong bathtub. Di ba? Old Spanish house na maganda. Tapos 4 na kotse, pwede mong iparada dun sa 2 gate namin. Di ba? Tapos may driver sa likod. May basement pa. Tapos sa likod, may maid's quarter tsaka driver's quarter. O, 4 maid namin. May 2 boy. Tapos ano. Alam mo yun? Tapos biglang, yung sinasabi ko kay Jamie, bakit ganun, Jamie? Nung nandun lahat sa akin, hindi ko siya vinalue. Pero nung time na kailangan natin ngayon, para sa pamilya natin, bakit wala? I have nobody to blame but me, bro. Kasi
because you didn't save up.
I didn't save up. I made a lot of stupid decisions, and hopefully, with the help of
So why do you
my
think-
recovering friends, you, my wife, hopefully, God willing, I really walk na the straight path ba? I walk on the straight path para hindi na magulo. Like,
So what went wrong then? Like, meron ka pang yung pa-cool mode, ganun? Parang it just comes
bohemian
out.
lifestyle, nakisama
Yeah,
ako sa mga
rockstar, diba?
UPs,
Sabi
yeah,
mo.
feeling ko rockstar. I could get away kasi with
So
anything.
it's feelings-based na, oh, I'm this, I'm that.
Feelings-based
Look at
lahat.
me, like, I'm
Yeah,
this.
Baron Geisler, or pare, I'm a rockstar. Nakipag-jam na ako sa Juan de la Cruz Band, nakipag-jam ako sa Mayonnaise, wala silang magawa. Alam mo yun, yung parang entitled, sobra pare. Feeling talaga, nakakadiri, man. Pero, okay lang, parang at least masasabi ko, no, I can write a book and it could be a guide for, actually, I do have a book. It's already
Yeah, you
out.
told me about
It's
that.
called Surrender with My Hands Wide Open. And it could be useful for people who want to correct their behavior and, seek God and seek the truth. Because there's no other way, even sa 12 steps namin, bro, 12 traditions, sa rehabilitation center, the first step is I admit that my life has become unmanageable. Second, I'll surrender to God. Third, second is I'll seek a higher power. Third is I'll trust that higher power.